on down the stairs, we suggest that you, when you get to the bottom of the stairs, you're going to turn left towards the canal. We had a bit of a look. It would have been wonderful to be able to put it on this side of the road so you didn't have to cross, but actually it's quite difficult to see what's going on. So we're going to take our lives in our hands and cross the road. There is an island in the middle where you can cross, or there's the actual pedestrian crossing. We will try and stop the monks from doing anything until you get there. And if you'd be kind enough not to sort of to rush them, we'll try and make sure they wait for you to arrive. Anybody who doesn't want to come on that procession, if you just let the procession go, and then we'll distribute some to you, while people are out. But it's quite a lovely thing to see, and I've asked the monks to go very slowly across the road, and to wait until there's a lot of people. You can see from the top, through the bridge, there's actually railings on the bridge, so you'll be able to see from there, or you can follow down onto the canal path itself, but probably the best view, I think, is going to be from the bridge, to be honest. So I think that's it. And then do come back here, because we have small bags of the sand you can take away with you, and traditionally you'd leave us a little donation for the monastery. But it's not compulsory. But if you feel like doing that, that's fine. So this mandala is the peace mandala, and in the centre you have the blue dorje, which represents Yamantaka, who's the wrathful version of the Buddha of wisdom, Manjushri. And this mandala would traditionally be made as part of a fire puja at the end of a long retreat. So you might have spent 3 years, 3 months, and 3 days in meditation. And should you have made any mistakes or had a lapse of concentration in that period of time, then it's thought perhaps the benefit of all that work might have gone. So you could go to the monastery and ask the monks to make this fire puja, because this purifies any of the negative things that might have crept in to your meditation. It would have been made on a low platform. And those of you who've seen this card, which has been around, you'll see that the Lama sits behind a sort of wall here to protect him from the flames. The wood is stacked around on top of the mandala, and then the fire puja begins. And many substances, oil, butter, flour, tsampa, all sorts of herbs and spices are actually added to the flames as it burns up. And as the puja goes on, finally, the ashes and the sand are swept up together at the very end. We're not going to do that here today. I would be pleased to hear. We're not going to light a fire on the table. But instead, it's set out as traditionally would have been done for a mandala which is destroyed, as they're going to do it now, by sweeping it into the centre. And so here we have the offerings around the outside of the goddesses. So the central part here, Yamantaka, the Buddha family is represented by the large petals here of the lotus flower. The ring of dorje around as a sort of protection. You have to think of it like a dome fitting over the top of the centre of the mandala to protect the deities. And then the yellow ring around the outside with the small lotus flowers here representing goddesses who are, on behalf of us all, making offerings to Yamantaka in the centre here of the mandala. This is a peace mandala. Peace is represented traditionally with the colour white, so this white background represents the white of the peace. And then the present moon and the half vajra representing wisdom and understanding of the two truths, and the knowledge and the path to wisdom, all encompassed in that image. So normally this prayer would take a day, and then the sand would be swept into the centre of the table, because once the Buddha, Yamantaka, has been summoned here to purify according to our wishes, we then have to release him to return back to his own realm. And once he is gone from the mandala, then it's an empty shell and no further use for it. So at that stage, the mandala is destroyed, and it will be destroyed, drawing lines into the centre, breaking down the walls, as it were, of the mandala, and then the sand is swept into the centre of the table. encompasses two really important Buddhist lessons. One is the lesson of impermanence. There's really nothing else that could be less permanent than just millions of grains of this wonderful coloured sand just sitting one on top of the other. And the other is non-attachment, because as the sand is swept away, all this time, this concentration, this effort, the monks will feel not a moment of sadness as it's happening. So these are the two parallel lessons that go with the construction and destruction of the mandala. So there'll be a short blessing here during which the monks are asking blessing on everybody, and with this very strong wish for peace in the world and for all sentient beings. The Tashi, the final blessing, will finish, and then the destruction itself will happen. About 15 minutes or so of prayer, and then we start the procession down to the water. Thank you.
Boy